Hello everyone, welcome to ABC Interactive English. I'm Mike.
And I'm Kiki.
And today we are looking at part A of our article or a dialogue with the title, It's Time for a Snack. Ooh, it's always time for a snack, isn't it, Kiki? What's your favorite snack?
Oh, you can't ask me that.
It's a hard question to answer.
It's so hard. Okay.
So many choices.
I love gummies.
Ooh, gummies are great. Me too.
And Oreos with milk.
Oreos dipped in milk. Do you always dip them or do you take the top off the Oreo?
I dip them.
You dip them.
What do you do?
Okay. I like to dip them too.
Yeah.
You have to be patient with an Oreo. It takes a long time to get a little bit soft, but once you do, after about 45 seconds, it's perfect.
Yeah. What about something savory or salty?
I like savory and salty snacks. I'm a big potato chip fan. Recently, my wife has discovered a large furniture company from Sweden in Taiwan. IKEA. And they have dill chips.
Oh, that's
dill
yummy.
pickle, kind of sour and salty. Ooh, we really like those.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good to me
They're
too.
great to have when you're watching TV, when you're watching a movie, when you're just relaxing at home with your phone. It's always time for a snack, and Taiwan is a country that loves to snack.
Definitely.
I'm so surprised at the supermarket. Sometimes most of the food there is snack food in some ways. So it's always time for a snack. I'm sure you guys have your favorite snack foods. You can chat about that. But first, let's check out Debbie and Henry, see what they're talking about in our dialogue. Debbie and Henry are watching TV.
The cookies in that advertisement look similar to cookies from my childhood.
You had cookies as a kid? We only had crackers in my house.
Why was that?
My mom felt they were too sweet and would cause us to become overweight.
All right, so it's time for a snack. And of course, most of us eat a snack, or we could also say most of us snack. You can use the word as a verb between meals. So it's probably safe to say that Debbie and Henry are watching TV in the afternoon or the evening. It's not breakfast, lunch, or dinner time. It's in between those meals. So yes, it's time for a snack. Let's find out what things they are snacking on today.
Okay, so Debbie starts off the dialogue by saying, Oh, the cookies in that advertisement look similar to cookies from my childhood.
Wow, okay.
So they're watching TV and an advertisement pops up and she's immediately brought back to her childhood.
Interesting. Sometimes the food in the advertisements make you so hungry, especially when they remind you of your favorite snack from when you were a child.
That's right. So what's an advertisement? We see these things everywhere nowadays. Okay, so when you're playing a game or when you're waiting to watch a video on YouTube or even when you're sitting on the subway, you'll see this little monitor and a commercial or a little video pops up. That is an advertisement. And an advertisement is basically something, it could be a poster, it could be a video, things that are trying to let people know about something.
That's right. Companies make them to tell you about all the wonderful things they want you to buy. And of course, when we watch TV, every 20 minutes or so in the program, an advertisement will pop up. It's a long word, isn't it?
Yes,
we don't
it
often
is.
say advertisement.
Right. So if we shorten it, we'll say, oh, that's a cool ad.
Ad. That's the one we would usually say. So they saw an ad or an advertisement, or if you're a British person, an advertisement. They say it that way
Right.
sometimes. They saw this ad or advertisement on TV, and it reminded or made Debbie think of the cookies she used to eat when she was young. She has warm memories of those cookies when she was a child, and also maybe a feeling in her stomach that she wants to eat one of those cookies too, so she can have something tasty. Now, Henry asks her, "You had cookies as a kid?" So he's kind of surprised by this. I don't think that's very strange, but for Henry, it is strange, it is surprising that Debbie had cookies or ate cookies as a kid, when she was a kid, when she was a little girl. And then he explains why he's surprised. He says, "We, his family, we only had crackers in my house. No cookies, only crackers." They're similar, but of course, cookies will be sweet. Crackers will be a little more salty or maybe plain. We often eat crackers with something else like cheese or put something on the crackers.
With soup.
Or with soup, that's good too. But cookies are a bit more of a snack, a bit more of a treat, and they will also be sweeter with sugar. But I think it's pretty normal for kids to eat cookies.
Yeah.
So Debbie has a good question for Henry.
That's right. Debbie asks, why was that?
Yeah.
Why do you only have crackers in your house and not cookies?
We're not talking about lobster or caviar or some fancy food. We're talking about cookies. Why didn't you have cookies, Henry? What was wrong with your family? Anyways, Henry explains, and actually it makes sense. He says, "My mom felt they were too sweet and would cause us to become overweight." Okay, all right. I think maybe his mom's being a little too careful, but this is what she thought, this is what she felt, this is what his mother believed. They would cause him to become overweight because the cookies are too sweet, too much sugar. Too much sugar can make something happen. It can make you gain weight or become fatter. It can cause you. That is the word to cause. This verb means to make something happen, right? If you leave your lights on all the time, this will cause you to have a big power bill. You'll pay a lot of money for all that electricity you are using. If you don't eat breakfast or lunch, this might cause you to be angry or in a bad mood in the afternoon because you're so hungry. So something makes something happen, something causes it, and yes, too much snack food, especially too much sweet snack food, could cause you to become overweight. It's sad but true.
So overweight, okay, usually there is a standard for how much a person, depending on your height, how much you should weigh for yourself in order to, to be healthy.
Weight. That's right. We
a
call it
healthy weight.
A healthy weight.
That's right.
Yeah.
So everyone has their own weight that is suitable for their body. So when somebody is overweight, it means that they are heavier than the weight that they should be for themselves. And usually when we say something is overweight or someone is overweight, it's not a really nice thing to say.
No, but it's better than saying they're fat.
That's true. So it is a nicer way to tell somebody that they might be heavier than they should be. And if we look at the word overweight, it really just means that you are over the heaviness that you should be, right? But remember, everyone has a different weight. There's
True.
no perfect.
True.
Yeah, so Henry's mom is concerned that the cookies will make her children overweight.
Well, I guess she was just worried about them being as healthy as possible, but they didn't have cookies as kids. That's kind of sad. Let's take a break and then we'll be back with more about snacks.
Cookies are nothing when you compare them to donuts.
Don't tell me that you also had donuts.
Okay, I won't tell you. So, what other snacks could you have?
We snacked on raisins. And if we were really hungry, Then Mom would give us some trail mix.
Welcome back. So we are talking about snacks with Debbie and Henry. And Henry was saying that as a child, he didn't get to enjoy cookies. His mom thought they were too sweet, too much sugar, not healthy for him. But as we get back to the dialogue, Debbie points out that there are other snacks that are much more unhealthy, much worse, much sweeter than a little cookie.
That's right.
Yeah,
so Debbie goes on to say, cookies are nothing when you compare them to donuts.
Bam! Donuts. That's a lot more sugar, and they're deep fried in oil too. That's why they're so good. But yes, when you say that's nothing compared to, you're kind of saying this one is very unimportant. It's very small. We don't even talk about that when we talk about something else. So I could say, Alishan is a big mountain, but it's nothing compared to Mount Everest, the tallest mountain in the world. That's huge. So it's kind of comparing things, and it's using nothing, this pronoun, as a way of sort of really making it clear that one is really not much compared to another. All right, so yeah, it's true. A little cookie is nothing compared to it. I think a donut would be like 5 cookies probably for sugar and all the other bad stuff that tastes so good. Anyways, back to Henry. Henry's surprised that Debbie talks about donuts. For him, a cookie was magical when he was a child. Donuts? He goes, don't tell me that you also had donuts as a child. What, were your parents just giving you bags of sugar to just eat like this? That's crazy for Henry.
Yeah, well, Debbie says, okay, I won't tell you.
But I did.
So what other snacks could you have?
Yeah, he lived in a very snack-free house.
So what did Henry have at his house?
Yeah, well, he had crackers, which are okay, but kind of boring. And then he also adds, we snacked on raisins. I mean, I like raisins, but as a big snack, they're kind of boring.
Did you like raisins when you were younger?
I did. I thought they were okay. Yeah, I mean, raisins aren't bad, but I'm not like, yay, raisins! Like, oh, okay, yeah, raisins. So not super fun and exciting, but healthy, sure. And he says if we were really hungry, then Mom would give us some trail mix.
Trail mix is good.
Yeah, when you're snacking on a hike in a mountain.
Well, if...
But it's healthy. It's healthy.
If...
Yes.
Some people put M&Ms in their trail mix.
Well, sure, if you add chocolate to your trail mix and then fry it like a donut, it's great. But it is something healthy to snack on. This is true.
Oh, so when we're snacking on something, here comes that word snack again.
Yeah.
So we know snack are these little treats that we'll have between meals.
Like raisins.
Like raisins. And when you're snacking on something, it's basically when you're eating these little treats. Maybe you have a bag of chips that you can snack on. So basically it means that you're eating this little snack or this little treat.
Yeah, a lot of people like to snack on popcorn when they're watching a movie at the movie theater, for example.
And sometimes when we're snacking on something, it's also trying to describe this action, this repeated action of eating something, right?
Exactly, yeah. But it would be a small food. You're probably eating it with your hand. I mean, you could say a lion was snacking on steaks because it's a big animal, but a person would not snack on steaks. Hopefully not. All right, guys, we've covered a little bit of snacks, and I feel really bad for Henry. I think he deserves a donut.
I do too.
But anyways, we're going to be back with more good snack talk tomorrow, so we hope to see you back here then. Until then, all the best and happy snacking, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Debbie and Henry are watching TV.
The cookies in that advertisement look similar to cookies from my childhood.
You had cookies as a kid? We only had crackers in my house.
Why was that?
My mom felt they were too sweet and would cause us to become overweight.
Cookies are nothing when you compare them to donuts.
Don't tell me that you also had donuts.
Okay, I won't tell you. So, what other snacks could you have?
We snacked on raisins. And if we were really hungry, then Mom would give us some trail mix.
Hello, I'm Tina. 我们来看这一课的重点单字。第一个 advertisement 名词广告。I saw an advertisement for a new phone on TV yesterday. 昨天我在电视上看到一则新手机的广告。下一个单字 cause 动词导致造成。Eating too much junk food can cause health problems. 吃太多垃圾食物可能导致健康问题。Junk food 指的是垃圾食物。下一个单字 overweight 形容词过重的。Eating too much candy can make you overweight. 吃太多糖果可能使你过重。最后一个单字 nothing 代名词不重要无价值的人事物。Their apology meant nothing to Bella. 他们的道歉对 Bella 来说毫无意义。Apology 指的是道歉。接着我们来看重点文法。第一个 A looks similar to B。A 看起来很像 B。Look 可以用其他连缀动词来替换，来表达 A 看起来、听起来跟 B 很像。Similar 意思是相似的，注意介系词的用法，这里必须要使用 to。我们来看看这个例句。Lucy's new car looks similar to the one we had before. Lucy 的新车看起来很像我们以前的那辆。下一个文法 Don't tell me that 加助词加动词，别跟我说怎么样，用来表达惊讶、失望等情绪。That 可以省略。我们来看看这个例句。Don't tell me that you forgot to bring the keys again. 别跟我说你又忘记带钥匙了。最后一个文法 snack on something 把某物当零嘴吃。Snack 在这里是动词，意思是吃零食。注意搭配的介系词必须使用 on。我们来看看这个例句。During movie nights, we like to snack on popcorn and chocolate. 我们喜欢在电影之夜吃爆米花和巧克力。以上就是这一课的重点单字跟文法，我们下一课再见，拜拜。
Hey Shane, do you remember Clark, whom I met at that party?
Yeah, of course. You guys seem to hit it off. Why, what happened?
Well, we've been talking and texting every day, and then out of the blue, he just stopped replying. He's been ghosting me.
He's been ghosting you? He turned into a ghost? So this is Halloween? What are you talking about?
No, Shane, ghosting means that he suddenly stops all communication with me without any explanation.
He did that to you?
Mm-hmm.
That's awful.
That's just mean. You don't do that to people. Hello everyone! Today we're discussing a modern term that's become quite common in social and dating scenarios. It's called ghosting.
Ooh. Yes, ghosting is when someone abruptly ends a relationship by ceasing all communication without any explanation.
It's like the person disappears into thin air, like a ghost. That's why it's called ghosting.
Ghosting can be quite hurtful because the person being ghosted is left confused and without closure.
Absolutely. Let's use it in a sentence. We went on a few dates and then he ghosted me.
Or, I thought we were friends, but she just started ghosting me.
Remember, ghosting someone can be very painful for them. It's always better to communicate openly and honestly.
I completely agree, Karen. And that's it for today's lesson.
We'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.